It has been ages since I made a video because I got pretty busy in real life, and I don't have so much time for review new games, or I don't have so much money to review new products, even though I still have a pending review for the new microphone I bought and the new lights. But this video actually is about the LG monitor, the LG27UD58. And why I have my phone in front of me, not because I'm going to follow a script, but because the video the review that I did about the LG27UD58 somehow is the most popular video I did so far, with 16,000 views, and it's really great to have got this amount of view. I know that for bigger YouTubers 16,000 may seem nothing, but to me, I just started, is really great. So first of all, thank you everyone for have watched the video and for have commented a lot on this video. And actually, when I saw all these comments coming, I was feared to just being attacked on YouTube and oh, this review sucks and you don't know anything about technology. But actually, the reviews and the comments I received were pretty nice. So again, thank you everyone for being so nice. It's really pleasant to see the YouTube community is not as toxic as sometimes you think it is. So I decided in this video to answer some of the questions that I received on the original review, which I link below, so you can go to see that if you didn't see it yet. And any pending question that you may have, I would like to answer it here. I took the effort to answer them in the video itself, but I thought maybe doing a new video may help people to see which are the things that may have been left out from the review and they want to learn about this monitor. First of all, this monitor can be used for two main things. It can be used for content creation, being it's 4K, you have lots of real estate. It can be used for gaming, right? Because it's coming with a FreeSync. So first of all, if you want to use this monitor for gaming, as I mentioned in the review, it has FreeSync, which is a technology used by AMD, right? So you need an AMD card to use that. So if you use this monitor for gaming, consider this monitor if you have an AMD card, right? It's good time to buy an AMD card. You may maybe want to wait for Vega a little bit, but if you have already an AMD card, FreeSync is the way to go, and you have it, right? If you have an NVIDIA card, they work with G-Sync, so you won't be able to use this. Talking of gaming, there were questions about can it work with a PlayStation, can it work with an Xbox? Absolutely yes, it can. It's just have HDMI input, so like a standard televisions in the end. But one of the other questions I got that you may want to consider if you use this monitor with a console, this monitor is not coming with speakers. There's no speakers in this monitor, so you will need an external pair of speakers, which may be a little bit a problem if you have it maybe in your bedroom and just attaching to the console, but maybe you will play anyway with your headphones, right? So, but just that you know, there are no speakers. I know a few people actually made the monitor, returned it thinking there was something wrong with it, but actually there's no speakers. You can route audio through HDMI, yes, you can do that, right? So that's not a problem. So speaking of connectivity, 2 HDMI port, 1 mini display port, and a 3.5mm jack, so you can pass through speakers through the HDMI. But there's no audio in it, as I said. And one of the questions was, can you daisy chain this monitor? No, you cannot daisy chain it, right? The ports you have on the back of the monitor are exclusively for input. I received also a few questions about using this monitor with a Mac. So let's move more towards the content creation point of view. Is it possible to use this with a MacBook Pro? Yes, or with a MacBook in general, yes. Just be careful how you connect the MacBook to the monitor. If you have one of the older MacBooks with mini display ports, you may have trouble with it. You may have not enough bandwidth for that. If you have one of the newest MacBook where the port is a Thunderbolt, so it's actually look as a mini display port, but it's a Thunderbolt port, then you may be able to use the 4K resolution. Just be sure you're actually using a good quality mini display port to HDMI converter, because the mini display port to HDMI that I have for my MacBook was not allowing me to have 4K on the monitor. The hertz is 60 Hz, right? That is perfectly fine for content creation, and it's fine as well for gaming, because if you plan to play on 4K, will be already very good if you can reach 60 frames per second at 4K. If you decide to play at 1080p, then 60 frames per second should be more than enough. it's not a dedicated game monitor. So you may say that maybe this monitor is more towards content creation, although it's coming for FreeSync. In fact, one of the questions I got also from Shaheen was this monitor, the LG27UD58 or the Samsung 20-inch 4K. So I look up which offerings there are Samsung with 4K in a similar price range, and I found the U28E590D, which is a good choice for gaming, but it's coming with a TN display, not an IPS. This monitor is coming with an IPS display, so it's perfectly fine for content creation. TN monitors are great for gaming, they're very fast and responsive, but not so good for content creation and for colors reproduction. So, talking of color reproduction, I have a few comments saying that yeah, LG is doing great monitors, colors are great, and absolutely, I can testify, absolutely good to use it for content creation. Then someone was picking up on the fact that I say that 4K is double the resolution of HD 1080, which is not. Yeah, it's 4 times the area, but it's double the height and double the width, so it's nicely scaling if you're playing at 1080p without interpolation. Which other questions I got? Oh, the last question I got is, are the bezel of the monitor very shiny? Actually, before getting the question, I didn't even notice that, but yes, the bezel is not brush or is not matte, it's actually shiny, but really I never noticed it. It's not something that is jumping into your eyes. I'm totally fine with it. But if shiny bezel is something that you absolutely hate, well, you may reconsider this. But I didn't have any problem with that. Other few questions I got, let me see. Oh, if you have an older desktop with DVI dual link port, you won't be able to use 4K. Unless you have 2 ports and you will be able to change the 2 ports through DisplayPort, you're not going to be able to get 4K because one DVI dual link port is not enough to drive 4K. So sorry for that if that is your case. Then few mention on my accent. From where is my weird accent? Well, I'm actually Italian, but I'm living in Ireland, so it's complicated, okay? Too many pointless meme references. Okay, very good review, thank you too. And then I have Lost N65. This is where I start to get worried on getting this type of comments, which says, your dentist should have recommended braces for your lower teeth. Not a personal attack, just a recommendation. I agree, Lost N65, my lower teeth are up, but to actually fix them is too expensive, and I think I'm almost handsome the way I am. So this is the few remarks I have on the 27UD58. Following up on the review, I must say, I'm using this monitor for a while. It's absolutely a great monitor. I have no complaint whatsoever. Maybe internal speakers, but usually are crappy on this price point, so you will end up anyway using external speakers. So really, no complaint. I'm still very happy with this monitor. I play games with it, I do videos, I do pictures, totally happy with it. I still absolutely recommend it. So if you like this video, please thumbs up, and if you can spread the words about my channel and have some new subscriber, that will help a lot. I was almost about to give up on doing more videos because it's, it's quite taxing. It's not as easy as it seems to put together videos in YouTube, but I was so happy to see people following me up, people writing comments, and it's very nice to interact with you. So keep it up, keep writing to me, keep commenting. If you have any further question about this monitor, anything you want to ask, please feel free to use the comments, and see you next time in the next video.